Uh, yo, 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 yo. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Freedom marchers, freedom lovers, freedom family, freedom fighters. Snapzilla gorillas in the building. Hitting y'all upside the head with the Saturday edition of the paper. Hitting y'all upside the head with that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Hope you guys are having a great weekend thus far. Hope your week was good as well. Your boy, I stepped away from YouTube for a couple days, haven't been as consistent, you know, making the transition, getting some things together, getting my schedule together with my new, with what I'm doing for work now. I'm working from home, but getting some things in order, getting my shit together, getting my schedule right, as I still, am getting the kids to school and all that good shit, making shit work. Anyway. Oh yeah. I wanted to talk to you guys about this deal that Trump made with Eli Lilly and I forgot what the other company is called. Tordic, whatever the fuck it's called. Basically, Eli Lilly and this other company has inked a deal with Donald Trump to make Ozempic more affordable to the American people, right? Ozempic and Wegovy, GL1P agonist. These are injectable drugs that you can put into your body that will make you lose weight just like that. A lot of people, typical cost is around $1,000 a month or something like that. And this deal is going to bring the prices down to about between $50 and whatever the fuck, $50 to $100, a lot cheaper, right? So people, instead of spending $1,000 to lose weight, just like that, they only have to spend $50 or so. And you would think, oh man, this is great. Salute to Latressa. Salute to Latressa in the building. You would think this is a great thing, right? Oh look, this miracle weight loss pill. It'll make you drop a whole lot of weight very quickly. And this is true, right? This is true, but listen, man. This shit ain't safe. Yes, I'm a lot better, Latressa. Yes, thank you. This shit is not. Y'all think this is a good drug, man? They think, they would have you believe, you take this GL1P agonist and it'll take care of all your weight loss problems, all your metabolic problems, all this other shit. I look healthy and sober. I stay sober. I don't use drugs or alcohol, but thank you. And you would think, oh man, this is great. Well, there are problems with this drug, right? There are problems with this drug. They create gastroenterological problems, gastrointestinal problems. Yes, it'll make you lose weight very quickly, and it'll suppress your appetite and all this other shit. But there are a lot of issues with this drug. Essentially, you take this drug and you can't get off of it, right? If you get off the drug, you are likely to gain the weight back very quickly. And listen, they are recommending this thing to children as young as 6 years old. So if you have a fat ass kid, they're going to recommend that this fat ass kid take this drug that will make them lose a lot of weight. But essentially, you have to take the drug for the rest of your fucking life. No, they don't want to tell your kid, oh, move your ass. Stop eating as much and move your fucking body. No, you can't tell your kid that no more. You can't say, hey man, let's go for a walk. You can't say, oh, jump up and down, run around, go to recess. No, they want to keep your kids in school. They want to give them candy and sugar shit all fucking day. That's what they want to do. Trust me, I know. My kids go to school now. They want to give them sugar shit, right? They want to give them sugar shit. I don't allow my kids to have sugar shit. This is bullshit, right? They don't want to tell your kids, move around, do jumping jacks, do some push-ups. This is a simple problem to solve. If you're overweight, if you're obese, if you're a fat fuck, if you are a fat fuck, there are ways to solve that problem without spending $1,000 a month, right? To inject some shit into your body that's going to cause problems down the road. No, they don't want to do that, right? What happened? We are at the obesity rate in the U.S. is 74%. 74%. And it does not have to be 74%. There are lifestyle changes that one can make to bring that down, right? The obesity problem is simply because we are lazy and we want to eat a bunch of crap all day. That's basically the problem that we're having. Yes, that is a big number. 70-something% is the obesity rate in the United States. And it's shameful as fuck. Now, one of the companies, Nordic Flicky Floric, I forgot it comes from it's Danish. It's a Danish company. Here's one thing that you need to know about this Danish company. I believe they made Wegovy. Well, Wegovy is the drug. It's not a drug that is recommended in its own country. It's not they don't allow it in Denmark, right? They're not pushing this drug in Denmark, but that's where the company comes from. Nordic. I forgot the name of the company. You guys have to forgive me. In Europe, there are a lot of shit that they don't allow these companies to push onto their people. Salute to the brother Shelton. But it's big in the United States. All the chemicals, all the sugar shit, all these things that they allow these companies to push onto the people, they allow it in the United States. And they give you incentive, right? There's incentive for using these drugs. Instead of saying walk 1 hour a day and eat less calories, eat less shit. Stop putting bullshit in your body. Eat more whole foods, right? It's simple, really. Obesity is extremely preventable, but for some reason I don't know what it is. It's not something that we push. It's not something that we any longer want to encourage people to do, especially children, right? It's like, they always come for your children. The children are the least protected class in the world. Yeah. Children, not the small hats, not black people. No, not the elemental P community. No, children. Children are the least protected class. You remember when we had the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic? And the children were the least affected by COVID. But yet, they wanted you to do what? What did they want you to do? What did they want you to do when the COVID-19 vaccine came out? They wanted the children to get injected with COVID-19, right? They didn't want them to come back to schools, right? They had you, in California, you couldn't do that. Your children couldn't go to school unless they got the vaccine. But the children were not affected by COVID-19 like that. But they wanted you to inject your children with that shit. They came for the children, right? Oh, if your child does not get the COVID-19 vaccine, well, then we're going to have to not allow them to come to school. You couldn't get a religious exemption. And if you wanted to get a medical exemption, it had to go through all these loops and hoops, right? The exemption had to be approved by a state, by a California state employed doctor. And good luck. We have a problem in this fucking country. All right. You know, everybody wants to whine and complain about what our government's doing to us, right? We want to complain about the left. We want to complain about the right. We want to complain about food stamps. We want to complain about this and that. We want to complain about handouts. Oh, the government handouts. The government giving handouts with EBT and all this other shit. Well, guess who pays for EBT? The people. Guess who's going to pay for the lowered cost of Ozempic and Wegovy? Guess who's going to pay for that? We're going to pay for it. We want to complain. We have such a big problem. But no one's thinking about the kids. We're always thinking about ourselves, right? That's what we're doing. When we don't know how our children are going to be affected. Well, guess what? The children, who is the most negatively affected by these COVID vaccines? The youth, the children. Hepponable says, I'm from Finland. It's almost next door country to Denmark. I don't know our obesity numbers, though. It's lower. Oh, absolutely. The obesity problem is in the United States by design is, extremely high because we allow these big three food companies to shovel shit down our children's throat, down our throat. And then the answer is what? The answer is, oh, well, let's just, this drug, that'll take care of the problem. Right? And the children are the biggest target. 6 years old for these drugs. It's completely asinine. Truck keeping all the money to build his ballroom. Well, that's another problem too, right? Let them eat cake. Absolutely. And then we'll provide them, once they overload on the sugar, then we'll provide them with the solution. And the solution is the solution isn't to exercise more and eat more healthy. No. The solution is pump them full of drugs that's going to allow them to lose weight and be frail and all that. Let's not talk about the muscle loss, right? The muscle and bone loss associated with using these drugs and not increasing resistance exercises. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the depletion of nutrients that is going to be caused by these drugs. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the better solutions. The 10-mile District of Columbia is illegal. Yes. But we're not going to talk about that either, right? These are problems that we help create because we give the power to the hands of these people. And now they are allowing, let me look up that other company. Shit. Hold on, guys. Just a second. I got to go in here. I got to go get my meat. The healthy meat. I'm going to go get that. I'm going to run in here real quick, and then I'm going to come back. You guys give me a second, all right? Give me a whole second. Give your boy a second. All right, hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. My bad. I'm rude as hell, ain't I? Let me show y'all some of my weight loss, some of my weight management. Because, at one point, no, late. At one point, I weighed almost 300 pounds. Now I weigh like 192, 193. I refused the vaccine for my grandson. Sorry about that. And the music, I don't really have the music going right now. I switched phones out, and I let my son have my other phone. And I've been trying to figure out, I wanted to play some music for y'all, but let me see. I got my old phone here. Maybe I'll use my phone as a... Anyway, so some of the some of my weight management tools here. Some good old meat. Got some, you know what I'm saying? Got that good old beef. This some bone-in beef chuck roast. Right? I got that going. And also some good old ribeye here. Right? Some good old ribeye. Yes, sir. Good old ribeye. See that yellow fat? Grass-fed, baby. Yes, sir. So yeah, that's what we eat, man. And this is just a stock up, man. I already got hold on just a second. I don't know why that's doing that. Salute to you, Fresh Mulata. Hold on just a second. I don't know. Should not be playing that, but okay. Anyway. So that's what we got going on, people. Now they're going to make this drug more affordable, right? This GL1P, GLP-1 agonist drug. It's an appetite suppressant, and it does things to your gut, and it does things to your stomach that makes you get full faster, but it's not good on your gastrointestinal system because of what it does, because of the imbalance is going to bring your gut. It's going to create problems, it's going to create gas. Listen, I know a guy, he was taking it, right? He had diabetes. So they made the drug initially, just to give you guys a little background on the GLP-1s that you guys see out there. That'd be the best car seat. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Let me give you guys a little background about this. This GLP-1, what they what they call Ozempic and Wegovy and other things and other names. It was designed for people with diabetes, right? To kind of help them with that, right? To help with diabetes, and it worked out. But they saw, well, look, this drug, it makes people lose a lot of weight really fast. But you got to be careful with it, because I know a guy, he had diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Like, I think his A1C was like 9 or some crazy shit like that. And they gave him a version of Ozempic, right? Not Ozempic itself. They gave him an off-brand one, and he couldn't eat meat. He couldn't eat beef, right? It messed him up. It messed up his system to the point where he couldn't keep meat down. He was throwing a lot of shit up. If he drank too much water, it made him throw up. It just fucked with his gut, gave him a lot of gas, and he was losing weight. But to me, it was like, I'm like, where is all this dramatic weight loss you're supposed to have? He was on it for like 3 months, lost 60 pounds, according to him, but he was a fat dude, obese. He didn't exercise. He lost the weight, but he still looked fat as fuck. Right? He still had fatty adipose tissue. He was still like he didn't have any muscle gain. Like I think he lost muscle. So he lost weight, but a lot of it was muscle. And like I'm still seeing fat. I'm still like his belly's hanging over and is like poking out from under his shirt. And he's showing me his injection sites for the GL1P or GLP1 drug. And it's like, well, dude, you look how fat she is, bro. You know, he had diabetes. And he lost, you could tell on him because he was damn near 100 pounds. Lost like 120 pounds. But you're just fat still. Like you don't have any, you're not really exercising a lot. That because they don't really have the energy for it. You know, and I'm like, well, how is this a good thing, right? How is this a good thing? Yeah, you're losing all this weight, but you're not working out, you're not resistance training, and you're not doing the things. You're still kind of eating kind of crazy. You're not eating a lot, but you're still eating crappy foods. And it's like, well, how is this beneficial? You know, how is it beneficial? Okay, you might reverse diabetes a little bit, but you're still metabolically unhealthy. And I'm like, I wonder what this is doing to his hormones. Is it disrupting his hormones? Like, it's already disrupted. Number one, if you're obese and you have diabetes, your hormones are already fucked out of whack. But taking this drug, am I back, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Give me a Romeo Lima Charlie if y'all can read me.